snap with rock when I got the mic. I shot the sheriff and the deputy too. Paid off the feds, now it's all about my crew. What you wanna do? One at a time or all at once, I'll still roll through your whole crew. Like a southbound trucker, horse and motherfucker. I'll take shorts, motherfucker, I'll take the loss. And when you step with your anger, I'm like the robot from Lost in Space. I give a warning, but if you don't take it, I put my arm around your neck like we're cool, then I break it. It's all real, cop a feel from my steel. Here's the deal when I say clap your hands like a seal, or better yet, give respect where it's earned. You lead me up, I'm like a hot pepper and you might get burned. You took a turn for the worst, walked up in my face, rode away in a hearse. Now how you gonna front on that? Kid Rock's in the house, that's where I'm at. Where you at, Rock? Where you at? Over here to the rear with the girl in the 40s and beer. Where you at, Rock? Where you at? Over there with a bad attitude, cause I just don't care. Where you at, Rock? How you gonna snap with rock when I got the mic? I shot the sheriff and the deputy too. Paid off the feds, now it's all about my crew. What you wanna do? One at a time or all at once, I'll still roll through your whole crew. Like a southbound trucker, horse and motherfucker. I'll take shorts, motherfucker, I'll take the loss. And when you step with your anger, I'm like the robot from Lost in Space. I give a warning, but if you don't take it, I put my arm around your neck like we're cool, then I break it. It's all real, cop a feel from my steel. Here's the deal when I say clap your hands like a seal, or better yet, give respect where it's earned. You lead me up, I'm like a hot pepper and you might get burned. You took a turn for the worst, walked up in my face.
Hi everyone, it's Jennifer Valentine. So we're going to get started with the weekly report, and this is for February 2nd through February 8th. And so far, because of the events that have been going on nationally, it really is something of a bad omen. It really is like a copper element. It really is an odd way of saying everything, but really when you see this copper element, and then you actually see the way that Mercury is coming in, like I said, Saturn and others were literally going to make it like a Mercury retrograde with this new moon that came in, and there's really nothing that you can do. Now, I want to say like knocks on the door, but there really isn't either. There is some type of like contentment and containment, but you can't see it. And it's really nerve-wracking, and you don't know exactly what's true and what is not. So let's actually take a really like hard look. What's coming in next week? I'm seeing cat. I'm seeing like rug. I'm seeing it's like this, like a V formation, Rue, R-O-U-X and D-O-U-X, and then it wants to say B-E-B-E, but I'm seeing it's another animal. Alright. Now what I'm seeing on Sunday, it's still a lot of confusion. You still don't know what to do or what to say, but you literally have to get this done. You literally just have to get this done, and nobody can. So when I'm seeing this Queen of Pentacles, it really is something of a sitting well. It is well secured. It is well known of what is to do on that Sunday. It is like, for lack of a better term, like a locked down, but not lockdown. It is something that is pulled away of an offer. It is something of like finality of relief, as I say with this Ten of Swords, but there's really nothing that you can do. It really is so hurtful. There is work, absolutely, of a teamwork, of a learning teamwork, and it really is happy. This is Tuesday through Thursday, but there is no like type of hard securement. And then that picture of that pentacle that literally fell from the ceiling with the golden egg. Here comes that card again. It's the Emperor in reverse. It's nasty masculine energy. Nasty. Has no logic whatsoever. So when you see the Chariot, it propels it harder of like a driving force, like I say. This is something like you've got to pick up on like overnight. You got to get your rest throughout the week, because the more that you do, the more it is sound. So when I see the Devil card, I do see a type of freedom from something that's not to be known just quite yet, but it's still a struggle. There's something that even all of us as Americans and around the globe universally as a collective are just like done with something, on the same page. And it, I want to say it's like Ace of Pentacles, which is no opportunities for monetary securement, but there is this like partnership. It's like right on the table. You can't even believe it at all. All of a sudden, like you walk in and it's not something that you're used to, but you say, but it makes it more secure in the house. So when I see this, and I want to say, I'm not sure. This is something like you have to sit and wait also at the same time. When I see the Hermit, it means like being like highly securely alone, but it's to the point of like a bad isolation. So when I see this and I see the World in reverse, there's an incomplete cycle that has come through. So when I look at this, the Three of Wands, like I said, it's right on the horizon. It's like fog. It's something with a wind current. It's so obvious you can't even see it. It's not what you wanted, though. Not what you wanted. Let's look at another deck. All right. Let's look. There's like no getting together, like I keep saying, and it keeps repeating. When I see this, it is a bit of a trickery. So when I'm looking at large crowds, there is no getting together, there's no sticking together, but there really is something of a real hard. So when I see this and there's no trickery and there's no stick, there's no like hard energy through and through, you want to say, but in reality, you have to say you're not to see it whatsoever. So when I look at this Page of Wands, it will come in quick if there is something that's going to come through in the public as large scale. So when I see this, the Six of Swords in reverse, there's no moving on per se. It really has to do with this card, and it has to do the Five of Pentacles. It's a sign of loss. And it has to do with this, the Lover's card. But the Lover's card is a marriage. And like I said before, this marriage that comes in is actually like a contractual marriage. So let's look at the Starseed Oracle. Hi, seashells. As far as yourself or for the collective love coming in? I definitely see the collective. I definitely see you in an April through an August. I see a lot of love coming in. especially for spring. So when I'm looking at this, I see Higher-S, and it's longing for home, homesick for the stars. I have to say, for like lack of a better term, I don't know why aviation wants to get up in the air even more. Definitely for yourself. Yeah, like I said, between an April and an August. So when I look at this and I see star bathing, I see light body, I see crystal grid, I see transmission and activation. There's something about the high lines. I also see something about the linemen. I also see something about it's like a resort, like a Punta Cana. I see this. It's life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. It's something new. It's not supposed to really start, but all of a sudden people actually start learning something brand new that incorporates into their life. Quite a few people. When it says big picture thinking, and it says Pleiades energy, and it says visionary and inspired ideas, it says you really got to think outside the box. You got to think larger. You have to think multiple things when it comes to your community. So when I see this too, I see Star Keeper, and it says, you know, your ancestors. It says, see the light by staying grounded. It's not in that way, but when I see this in a way unknown, it goes about all around. So when I'm looking at the whole public, and I'm seeing a roundabout, and I'm seeing a catch, I'm seeing it all around. Why do we need to be grounded? Why do we need to be grounded as a collective? It was a wild card. There was like something about a wild card, and the public runs with it and says, absolutely, do it. Micromanaging the universe? Yes, absolutely. When I see this, and I see nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest, when I'm telling you, when I said, lock it down, hunker down, rest for the winter, you're going to see the snow and the ice, you're going to have the falls, you're going to have anything that is normal for the winter, you're going to have your illnesses, use your universal precautions, yada, yada, yada. You already knew it was coming. It was something as like, this keeps coming through, because I keep hearing, are you going to have a baby? Are you going to have a baby? Are you going to have a baby? And I keep hearing, no. There's something about it, birth as a portal. I don't know what it is about that too. So, you know, just kind of going right back. Yes, there's a love coming in for people. Yes, there's something about Punta Cana. Yes, there's something between an April and an August. Yes, there is something on a bigger picture. There's a lot of micromanaging next week. There's a lot of excitement to a degree. There is something that's bigger than what people say. For lack of a better term, people are wanting to get up in the air and they want to see it. And then all of a sudden, when you see it, you actually have to say, yeah, maybe like grounded, and that's like such a bad term right now, what's going on with the crashes. So when I say it, the way it comes out as a psychic, it is what it is. So when I see lost land, soul memories, and gifts, you've done this before. People have done this before in dire distress and large-scale events that are happening. They're going to get out and they're going to start looking around. So when I look at this and I see perspective, none of this matters, zooming out, it really is. And when you see this and you say you have to embrace the void, and that it was okay. It really was. So when I see this soul gifts and training and it's time to step up, but I literally have to say there's something about everyone learning something new next week. It is a difference between fated life and destiny life and soul plan. And like I've said before, and just to re-educate, is that everyone does have a soul plan. It really is a difference between fated and destiny. So when I'm seeing fated, it means you weren't even to know about it. It was nothing written. It doesn't even matter. It's such hard energy and on a whim of like decisions around you that you can't control it. In destiny, it was written. You were supposed to do it and execute it out in your life. So when I look at this and I say Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict, a lot of people are going to be growing depending on how it pans out. And I keep hearing it's a pan, it's a landslide. It is something, it's also this, it is, I am sorry, like righting past wrongs, uprooting. I do see like big moves, all forms of big moves just happening. So when I also look at this and I say, you know, the child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you, your intuition and your instinct is going to like kick in like automatic on a flip-on switch. And then you're going to see it. So when I see this too, the last one, stars, ancestors, you're going to talk to a lot of people, hidden secrets, and just look at everything on a deep scale. Deep scale. Activated earth, power places, ley lines, and trust where you're led. Look how Stonehenge is kind of lit through, and look how the light shines through. So when I talk about ley lines, it actually is when you look at the globe, you have the lines, and then you have the equator, and it all goes through, but usually it's lines through the globe that are horizontal, that have energy, that are going to make a lot of things different if anything is off kilter. Watch those scales. All right, let's talk about politics. What's going on with that? All right, Nine of Hearts, Seven of Hearts. That is the landslide. It is a contract on the table. It is an argument. It is a pen. It feels like a knife. It is a done, and you can't get it done. So you have to walk away, but it is a stay and watch. Okay, Ten of Hearts, there will be a completion of a cycle between a Tuesday and a Thursday per se, but in reality, a Thursday through a Saturday, Sunday, with a 3 to a 9 and two eyes looking at you, it's saying like you better do it. So this Four of Spades comes in, and it is more on a military matter as what we can see after what has just happened, but really on the bigger scale, when I'm really looking more, it feels the west, but where it's like an east down, it has to literally be like a line. Makes me want to cough. Ten of Spades, the other line is going to come down like this as an X, and it's going to be a no. It's going to be an N-O. So when I see this and I see the Two of Diamonds, and it goes absolutely not, absolutely not. So that is going to be in a lot of decision making. And so when I see the King of Hearts, they're going to walk away happy at the end of the week. That's all you need to know. Six of Spades is going to say continuance on. All right. Let's look at the Pleiadian Oracle. Okay, here we go. Imagination. There's something about this when I'm looking at the creative collective. I don't know why I'm saying that. It comes in ballsy brass on a 9 EA delay of VA, LA, NA, DA, DA, DEA, MEA, DEA, LEA, NEA, BEO, BEAO, NEO. It literally means like you have to go and see this. There's something about like frequency and like someone's song of their soul. It'll make sense from like 1970 to 1979. Creativity. That's all you need to know. Rooted light. Like I said, I'm seeing like the grids. All right, literary witches oracle. Here we go. Love. Here we go. Exactly what we were talking about. And when I see it, it is destiny. There's something about love and destiny. It is nostalgia. 1950, 1970, 1979. Highly devoted. It is a song. I see Grease. I see a vision. I see healing. I see this news, and this comes through, and it's not literal, but it's something of a type of cause, of a pause. And I don't know, I say it's like a rhyme. It's like I can't take your review. And when I look at this and I see white dress, there's no cause of a married person being ill, but it has to be pickled. It's about a story. There's something about a large, like, known story. It's historical that comes through next week, and it's really coming through as brave, very brave. And when I see this and it's belonging, it's supposed to, it has to do with a type of, like, it feels like a schooling, but it's a known remembrance beat. And when I see teacup, I actually see almost like a proper form that you have to be in, and it's all in the community. So when I see this, at the energy of this deck, it is like a quiet place of growth. They've been sitting for a very long time wanting to talk about this. Okay, let's go to the wood rounds. What else do we need to know next week? Lagu, which is a type of flow, but you know, as I see this, it is a type of move on that must flow on, that must bow on, and it must flow on. And when you see the oars, you actually see it as a known through. So when I look at this and I see harvest and I see Hera, a collection, I do see what you're thinking of, and it is about living. It is about trust, but without the T. And it is a wheel. Like I said, it's type of luck that is known. It really, this luck was known in the 60s and 70s. And when I see it, it was a type of trolling, but it gives like ulcer. It's made known. It has to do with your instinct too. And I don't know why I'm turning a left. So when I look at this and I say Dega, this is like a type of day, the actual spelling of a day, like a daylight that comes in. And when I say it comes in at like 6 in the morning, it's known. It is known. It's like ash. When you see ash and you see a person, it's like 6 in the morning, the health and medical will just know. It's like a health, it's like a hid, it's fruit. It is something that you have known for a while, that when you look at it, you can't even believe, like, you want to say, this is just a gift, an absolute gift. And you're like, this is not a gift. And it's something of birch, barkana, birth, baby, a DUN, tongue drive, tongue tavern, North Carolina, Arkansas to Florida. It will cause havoc, just that like energy line through those states. Faded. You don't even know when it's going to hit. You're not even supposed to really know at all. All right. Let's go to the animal spirit oracle. See if there's anything else on this weekly report that we need to know about the deck. Here we go. Dragonfly, messenger, starfish, grounded. Dragonfly, New Hampshire, Florida, starfish. Here we go. Wolf. It has to do with something known. This wolf comes in and hears it, even a hearing of a case. And when I see this and I see the bat in reverse, this like scenario in this individual, and it's different things that come in from the bat. It's a common ground before, because when I see zebra and they come through this like third scenario, they say no, like I feel like this is comfortable, known before. Because when I look at this and I say hawk in reverse, there's no scaling in the air. So when I look at this and I see the panther, that's actually like the energy of what's going through the states right now, panther. But it's no affiliation. The spider in reverse, it's not there anymore, but it has been known to corner. So when I see camel, it actually is at night, N-I-T-E, known. And so when I say that, that's what like hastens the golden egg, which is in reverse, but also like alleviates. There's like a play on words, and then all of a sudden it's good. There's no skill in this, whatever is coming through. When I see buffalo, I see solidness out in the west. So that is just about it. That's actually a lot of information. Let's look at the crystal quartz to close out the night. Alright. All you need to know is everything is known, and known is a bone of alone. L-O-N-E, B-O-N-E, D-O-N-E, S-O-N-E, T-O-N-E, L-O-N-E-A, and B-E-A, B-E-A, A-B-E. Has something again back to Abraham Lincoln. So that's all you need to know. So with that being said,